Hey guys, yeah, we're back. Seems like it's getting to be one thing after another with this Jeep. And if you guys saw the Carvana video, yeah, I'm gonna be getting a new one, a new vehicle, probably a Grand Cherokee, a newer one. But let me show you what we got going on now. This is radiator. Got a radiator leak, and I've already started it here. I almost forgot to include you guys, but I apologize about that. But anyway, I'll show you here in a second what we got going and how far we've gotten. Okay, let me show you. I've got the radiator drained already. And you can see there, pulled the lower hose off. So that's almost drained now. I've popped the upper one off to relieve pressure, and for you guys that don't know, you just take pliers. There's different kinds of clamps, but you squeeze that and slide it back. Comes off pretty easy. I've pulled the radiator cap to also relieve pressure, and so that's drained. Now we got to take the grill off, or I'm going to pop these off. So yeah, first you pop that centerpiece out, then that allows this to collapse, and then this will pull out. This will pull out easy. Okay, so there was 6 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now the grill will just tip back and come right off. You kind of, if you can see the kind of hooks there, they go right there, if you can see that. Boy, I'm fighting some light today. Okay, let me set that aside. Okay, now we got to take this crossbar off here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are 10mm bolts, and then these 2 come off, and I believe they're 12 or 13mm. I'll get back with you on that. 13mm. Okay, this little rubber kind of, it needs to come off too, and these will just pop out. It's attached right here. Okay, let me show you what I got going here. The washer, the window wash fluid thing is got a plastic rivet to this bar here. So I'm gonna drill that out, break it if I have to, whatever, and then I can always put a nut and bolt back in there. Okay. Look what I got. Yeah. So dark over here, and I wanted you guys to be able to see. Ooh, they're bright. Anyway, yeah, I look probably goofy, but we're gonna make it work. Okay, just to get it out of the way, I'm going to take this upper radiator hose completely off. Because it's easy, and the hose is just going to be in the way. We're going to get this, the fan out of the way. And there's 4 bolts, and then the electrical harness down there, which is just a clip. Should be able to just pull it, unplug that, pull that off, and I'm going to try and show you guys that. But see if I can show you these bolts. One right there. And these are 8mm. Boom. And then boom, right under here. And then 2 on the other side. And that's going to be behind this, kind of. You can get to it with an extension. And then just a little down there below it. You should be able to get both of those with an extension. Hard to film in there, guys, and I'll tell you if I got to do anything different. Okay. Here is the fan harness. There you go. You know, these clips are always going to be different, but with this, all you do is just push this in. If you can see that moving there, push it in, and now it's sliding up. Okay, those 4 bolts holding the fan are 10mm, not 8mm. Okay, just let me show you what's hanging up here. It's this right here. The bracket is kind of holding on to the fan bracket, so I'm going to finagle that out of there. Yeah, that just takes some wrestling around there. You got these hoses right here that want to catch onto that bracket there. So you just kind of gonna take your time, don't break anything. Finagle that around there, and then this bracket was holding on to the fan bracket. So anyway, okay, that made a lot more room, didn't it? Okay, now we got the fan out. We got the bar off there. Of course, the grill's off. Now we got to get this cooler off, and there's 4 bolts. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Those are 10mm. Okay, not sure if you guys just saw that, but this pulls out, and it pulls out kind of hard because you gotta, if you can get your finger in there and push on that below, and you just kind of gotta wiggle it hard, and you know, this piece right here, yeah, had to wrestle with that for a few minutes. Okay, now got the 4 bolts out for the cooler. Now there's just 2 bolts left for the radiator. One 10mm there, and one 10mm there, and then that radiator should be able to lift out. So fingers crossed. Okay, that was, you take your time on that, otherwise you're going to break something in there. Yeah, you just kind of go back and forth because there's things in your way on each side. So I just kind of got to work it up like that. Don't break anything, take your time. Voila! rockauto.com. $71.84 with shipping. Got here in 3 business days. We're going to compare it to the old one just to before I try to stick it in here. Okay, looks like we got these grommets or bushings, so I'm going to swap over to the new one. And it looks like the same thing here. And on this side. And that one's going to be stubborn. Okay. Let's try to get this in without bending the fins or anything. Okay, I just had to take a little break there, get cooled off on the air conditioning. I think it's supposed to get 108 today, I think. About 10 o'clock in the morning now. I'm sure it's probably low 90s for sure. But we're halfway done. Hopefully this is the easy part, getting it back in. It's going to have to wrestle it and go slow and be careful going, finagling it back in there. So anyway, boy. Okay, here we go. Okay guys, that was pardon the French, but let me give you a huge tip here. If you remember when I pulled it out, it was kind of, we were like over like this and coming out like this. Well, I tried to put it back in like that, and it got all kinds of jammed up in there. It took took me every ounce of my being and several times going in the air conditioning to get it back out from being unjammed. Quick tip here. Keep this big dog gear on the front side of this right here, because it bolts to that. Keep it on the front side of that, and just kind of, you'll go, you know, up and back and forth like that, and wiggle it past the lines. I did that in about 5 minutes. I don't know what to tell you because it came out kind of crooked. Anyway, yeah, that's the way it goes. So anyway, okay, cool. We will start buttoning it back up here. I'm just going back together the reverse of what I took it apart, which I guess is probably obvious to a lot of you, but anyway. Okay, we are back together. It is running. The fan has kicked on. We got hot water running through here. And I did just fill it with water. I will replace that with the proper amount of coolant, and antifreeze also. I just got done crawling all underneath it. I hosed that down. That's why it's all wet right here. But and I'll check it again, you know, a little bit later once it dries up here, and of course I'll keep an eye on it the next few days. But it looks like we got it. Looks like another successful project. We'll cross fingers. Anyway, I appreciate you guys, each and every one of you that watches and comments. I don't care. Of course, I prefer good comments, but hey, you got questions, comments, I'd love to hear them. And subscribe. Always working on stuff. And we take Junebug out, and I'm considering even getting them a bigger RV. But anyway, God bless you guys. We'll see you next time.